Hey guys, welcome to Fit FM. This is Eihab.
This is Sam. Today we're going to be talking about the different cardiovascular exercises that you can be using to get to your fitness goals. Now, cardio is a great way of increasing your cardiovascular health and your cardiovascular system, which is your breathing system, the lungs, the alveoli and all of that. But also it's a great way of burning fat. Now, one thing that I find a lot of people making a mistake, however, is just doing cardio alone. I want to point out before we get into this video, when you're using it to burn fat, use cardio, it's great, but don't only use cardio. Please remember to use resistance machines. Make sure that you get that included inside your plan if you're trying to do cardio for burning fat purposes. Alright, so there's I'll say two different types of cardio. You're either going to be doing the high intensity stuff, or you're going to be doing the low intensity, which is usually for a longer period of time.
Yeah, and again, between the two, there are differences that, well, firstly, is what you like doing. Because there is, if you're doing something that you don't like and enjoy, probably not going to commit to it. There are two main differences between them, really, without going to the scientific stuff. One is being time. So the low intensity is you doing something consistently over a longer period of time, say 45 minutes or an hour. So you need to have time to be able to do that. I'll leave the high intensity side for Sam to talk more about it. But for the low intensity, there are things like walking on the treadmill, having a brisk walk in the morning for 1 hour. You raise your heartbeat, but again, not to the extent that you will get tired and fatigued. With that, it's good for people who work out frequently during the week. So if you're doing 5 days working out, if you're doing HIIT exercise every single day, you will lose lots of energy, you'll get tired, and probably lethargic. And if you're doing that and you're also doing lifting, like Sam said, you're doing your resistance training, I think the combination between the low intensity and the resistance training would work out well for you, because you'll still reserve energy and you're not going to be too fatigued from doing too much HIIT exercises. Again, it's a matter of your preference and what would work for you. With low intensity, you would be burning your calories during the exercise, and if you do it while fasted in the morning, you'll get better results in terms of accessing your fat cells and burning that fat.
With high intensity cardio, it's a really effective way of burning that fat, but the main time you'll be burning those calories will occur after the training. It's a really great way of working out and then having your calories be burning, and having your fat and your calories be burning after you finish training, because it has that OPEC effect. Now, the reason you only use, one of the main reasons, that you use high intensity training is, as I said, for burning fat, but you can also use it to build up your fitness. Because you're going to be pushing your heart rate max, so you wouldn't really go at your absolute max, but you'd be going to about 8% of that, 8 to 70% of your heart rate max. So your cardiovascular system will be improving every single time you do high intensity training. Like Ehab said, it's not something that you'll be doing every single workout, because it is very taxing. You literally will be feeling tired throughout the whole day after if you've done a good high intensity cardio
And
workout.
I guess people can combine the two, right?
You can.
It depends on the timing and how much time they have, because they have people who feel strongly about one thing and not taking benefit from the other. So you could, if there is a need for you to do cardio and then you had your HIIT before that, you use lots of energy, you could still do, like I said, walk your dog in the morning for 1 hour or something. That's a good exercise without you thinking about it.
Without a doubt, your body burns the calories that it has stored up after 29 minutes. Once you've hit that 29 minutes, that's when your body has burned off all of the carbs that it had stored up.
Which is glycogen.
Glycogen, which is basically glycogen. Now, once you've burnt that part, so let's say you use a low intensity workout to burn that, and now you want to burn down your fat, go into high intensity. That's a great way of mixing them both together. It's something that I actually did when I was preparing for my competition. I mixed in the high intensity stuff with my low intensity. I'll first start off with some high intensity, depending how I felt on the day, but generally I will do low intensity, do that for a good 30 minutes, and then finish up with some high intensity work.
That's a great idea. Probably I'll try that. So like I said, having that combination and knowing your body and what your body responds to, you could take advantage of it too. Yeah. But again, if you work in and you only have 1 hour in your lunchtime, doing a HIIT exercise probably would make sense for you. You hit that 30 minutes. Is that 30 minutes you'd say the maximum?
I would say for a HIIT routine, yeah, 30 minutes is the maximum. Any more than that, then you find it very, very difficult to really keep it at that the needed intensity to create that OPEC effect.
Yeah, so you have your 30 minutes, boom, you worked yourself, you have your shower, you get back to work, and you get the benefit of having a full cardio session exercise, and you will actually get very fit doing that. And even your strength and core muscles, because there are exercises with the high intensity, where you'll be using your core, your strength, probably push-ups in a certain way, using ropes, there are all sorts of things. That's Sam's expertise. We'll show you videos of how to do these things for you to benefit. But you will even be stronger and fitter generally doing the high intensity.
Just a word of warning, guys. If you are planning on doing, high intensity cardio, what you want to try and do before you get into high intensity cardio is spend some time building up your cardiovascular system. Yeah, spend maybe about a month of just doing some moderate intensity cardio routines. So where you're building up from 10 minutes, if you're new to the gym, right? Building up from 10 minutes, then actually go into 15, then maybe 20, at the same time increasing the speed that you're actually doing these routines at, and then go into the high intensity stuff. A big mistake will be to go straight into high intensity, because your cardiovascular system will not be able to keep up. And that's when you have stuff like times where your body's feeling hot, you can't breathe, and you just have to leave the gym. You don't want that to happen, so prepare well.
So we could sum up that and say for high intensity you have to be already in a good shape to make the best benefit. And again, guys, so for someone who's injured, it would make sense to do low intensity, because it's less pressure on your joints and on your body generally. It's not going to tax you too much. So you could go with that low intensity, building up. You're still doing cardio, still burning calories, and getting some cardiovascular benefits till you recover and you're in better shape to do the more demanding exercises. Also,
one other thing is, your cardiovascular training does not have to be done in the gym. Walking your dog, that's cardio. Swimming, that's cardio. Doing fast walking, whether it's to work, to catch a bus, going to a shop, that's cardio.
Dancing, right?
That's cardio. So don't just wait till you're in the gym. Obviously, you can't do high intensity stuff in walking the dog or stuff like that. But you can still do low intensity, long duration cardio routines out of the gym, walking a dog, doing swimming.
Actually, a story for the bodybuilding lovers from you, if we have bodybuilding fans following. The British champion Dorian Yates, which is the most famous British bodybuilder, is Mr. Olympia for 6 times, I believe. His cardio before his competition, he's got like big pit bull dogs that are really heavy, and you would really to be strong to be able to control them. That was actually part of his cardio, having the 3 of them, walking them in the street every morning. He was at 300 pounds, he was really big.
Wow.
And that was his cardio, part of his cardio regimen.
Wow.
So you see, even for the high elites, these normal little things that we wouldn't think of, they were towards your cardio.
Yeah. Alright, so guys, make sure you leave your comments, give us your opinion on what's the best kind of equipment that you find when it comes to cardio, and give us your opinion on if you've tried the high intensity or if you prefer the low intensity. Let us know how you feel about it down below.
Yeah, guys, if you are interested in certain kind of exercises or training and you would like us to do video on, please put on the comments and we will get that recorded and share with you. Remember, share, like and subscribe to our channels. We are on Instagram, on Facebook, and of course on YouTube. Hopefully see you next time. See ya.
Over and out.